As always, I am anything you...
Just checking your ship's manifest. Standard procedure. Welcome to Groundbreaker by...
Smells like grease and unwashed bodies. Just as I remembered.
That's not the point. This halfwit just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a tossball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses? He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better. I'm in the middle of a situation.
Don't go telling him where to step. Groundbreaker...
Felix, first of all, no, it doesn't. And second, shut the hell up. Don't think I won't detain you again. Hey, knock yourself out.
Whatever you heard? The guy insulted my Rizzo's Rangers, alright? You can't just insult my Rangers and expect to get away with it. So, of course, I decked him with a tossball stick. I mean, what am I? Some kind of fair weapon? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes... That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Hey, not for nothing. But I saw you want... Captain of the Unreliable. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time. Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance. See you around, boss. Going for a stroll around the docking bays?
I wonder what that fella did to get the board so wild at him.
Customs and inspection, right? This way!
So far as you know, I'm not drinking on duty. What was that? What do you think you're doing? Keep your hands to yourself.
Got it. Heads down.
You're a deft hand with a knife.
kidding. That's impressive.
Identification, please. Captain Hawthorne, you said. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to...
But we've hardly been out of Edgewater long enough to get in trouble.
Well, isn't this wonderful? The captain's done something to get on the board's bad side. Now, hold on. This isn't the end of the world. Probably. You'll want to take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. You can't miss it. Access to that information is above my pay grade. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your if I had to take a guess as to why, you take the starch out of him, well, oh, and if you're headed that way, Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in. Is there anything else? The fence. You'll find her in the rest and go. Make sure you bring it in. Most places are on the promenade deck. Big door yonder. I got a preference for the Lost Hope. You need anything else? You let me know. Don't want any... Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Two biggest operations are the board. Most of those... Are you pulling my leg? You must be one of them long-haul freighters from outside. It goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off... A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation. Then by a... Yep, Groundbreaker's the only real independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp... Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing base. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year. Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope. Once everybody'd been de-thawed and dropped dirtside, the original crew of the ground... I guess that was the story. Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Glad to... All right. Be seeing...
Carry on.
This is it. Security. I can check the departures registry to find out which crew the Scholar shipped in and out with.
It's a wasteland. You were hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice said his name was...
Unless you're here to file an incident report or to inquire about the bounty posting, I must Got a hot one for you. Captain Gunner McRed. Allegations include several counts of flying under the influence. Swerving in the air was more like it. Then he crashed hard and spilled Rizzo's Violet Spectrum vodka all over Officer Hartley. And a front of it. Last tip we got pointed to. You and about 6 other enterprising mavericks. It's only a matter of time before someone brings me McRed's head. I do hope you're the lucky hunter, though. The outlaw scientist fella. If you have an inkling of the where... Glad...
Hi there. What can groundbreak... This is... If you're here to report a crime, you'll want to... I'm not so good at filing. Folks are liable... We can't just let anyone walk. Maybe if you clear an... I told you, I'm not allowed to... Oh, right. Okay. Mind you don't touch nothing. What can groundbreakers... Chief Tennyson don't generally hire outsiders for station jobs, but anything...
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board would like to remind spacers and other travelers that passage to Monarch is restricted for your protection. Canyons of acid and sulfur rain are the least of the horrors plaguing the surface of Monarch. Anarchists live as one with the animals, lawless, savage, and unemployed. The board's embarked.
Try not to be distracted by the glare of the adverts. Lots of unsavory types about.
Sweet purple berry flavored scent. Suck it, chew it.
I don't have time for this.
Go back to Byzantium, you gold-plated
Have you
bastard.
seen this man? Reward offered for information used in the capture of wanted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
You look like someone who's taking their share. We also have a...
If they're terrified. Fresh from the ground.
Hey, McRed, were you expecting any company?
A neighbor from above approaches our realm. Back away now, or you'll parley with the king. Look at this ripe piece of... Time to feed the...
Is this what carbon monoxide poisoning looks like?
Speaking for myself, Captain, I am not of a...
You came with the crew. Welcome. We got plenty of... I know this ain't a toy, neighbor from above. It's a catalyst, just like me. Keep talking. I like the sound of your voice. Listen to the fire of those convictions. Alive or dead. Rare... My flame? Shit. Little flick here got me started on the pyro path. Fine. He's yours.
Don't worry, Mr. McRed. We'll treat Mr. Flick.
You call your lighter Little Flick?
I'll miss my baby pyro, but it beats losing my head. This... Keen eyes you got there. Sunita gave me this lighter. Ship got impounded. The crew and I racked up a debt while we were grounded. That's bureaucracy for you. Am I your dark reflection? Shit, must be... The second floor is my place. Off limits to the likes of you. Whatever business...
Even the proverbial unwashed masses would turn their noses up at this place. We'll cut them off.
Not another step in that direction, friend.
Did you get that automech patch? McRed wants it up and running.
I'm trying to think of a name before I wake it up.
Don't give it a name. Hasn't got a heart? Not like us.
Not another step in that direction, friend.
You're the first person I've seen who talked their way past McRed. Junlei sent me down to collect the parts we need to fix the radiators.
Ma'am, I don't mean to be a bother, but what's Miss Chief
Maybe ask her yourself. It's been fun, but...
Youth these days?
I can't tell if you brought friends or if I'm still seeing things. I'll get back to my...
Easy.
What do you think you're doing? Best make yourself scarce now.
Your aura is like a disco ball caught in a black hole. Hey, you... What do you think you're doing? Best make yourself scarce now.
Can you imagine being frozen for 10 years, sailing through space in a room such as this? Shh.
Greg gave me a taste of the good stuff. I've been
careful with that shit. You'll end up crazy again.
Neighbor from above. Ship...
itching to whack someone over the head?
I'm not going anywhere, you hear?
Rizzo Spectrum Vodka. Aftertaste.
How goes the hunt? I've been... nothing excessive, mind you, but... Here's the bounty payout. Nice work down there. With any luck, we can hire more sharp-eyed bounty hunters like you in the future. With that bastard McRed dead...
Something you...
What can... They're run by... let's say there's been times... Now, if anyone asks... if anybody could prove them criminals... Against is a strong word. Let's say that if you need something the board... You might pay Sublight a shitload of...
You must admit, there is a beauty.
People do what... Gets a mite boring at this desk, you know. Oops!
Oh, don't worry.
Can't speak for the captain, but I'm used to listening to
Awful generous of you. Chief Junlei Tennyson. Her family's worked on it for, gosh...
What's she like?
Good as she can be, I guess. She could stand to lighten up, I suppose.
No reason.
That was very convincing. Yes, sir, of course. I'm sorry if I... Sure is, but she makes it look...
This is Halcyon News.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Punch. You want a punch? You got your punch right here.
Ooh, can we rent an upstairs room?
How do you do? And welcome... Sorry. Oh, you can't miss her. Right behind you, number 2. First unit on the left. Or... Fine, as long... Our Chief Tennyson has an independent...
Hey.
Bless my heart. A straight... You here for a particular reason? Or did the neighbors... I've got a lovely little throw pillow. If you're here for this week's magazine, I found a handsome...
Great work.
I get strange comms chatter every time I fly by Monarch. What's going on down there? What do you think you're doing? Oh, I guess, never mind then.
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch. Triple flavor and Purple Berry flavored power nuggets. Now with 12% more crunch.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed?
Well, well, well. What fine treasures might await us in here? I find something...
I'm going.
Heading back.
Hey, be careful with those crates, huh? My cargo's worth a lot of money.
Hey there, you mind stepping back? This charming little ship... I'd surely love to, but that's just not my bailiwick. You'll want to have words with our representative here from the board. I ain't felt so much as a tepid breeze in weeks.
Well, it doesn't smell as bad here as Edgewater's graveyard and...
Either way, let's not stick around so long. We all roast alive.
Whew. I'm starting to feel like a sissy. Gosh, I wouldn't dream of it.
She's a good ship, ma'am.
Happy to... Have your...
Have either of the assault cruisers ever... Hey, bounty hunter.
Move along.
There it is. Just yank the drive, and I'll do the rest. Now that we have the data cartridge, I can finally find out where that scholar I'm looking for ended up. Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not... Ah, yes. Here. There's... I should have guessed. Oh, it's nothing. I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
My dad taught me some French, you know? Stuff about omelets. And, fromage. I could take a look at that journal. Here we go!
Forgets! Open fire!
Sorry about the heat. Chief Tennyson will get... Oh, and it's not the best choice. A lot of... I'm bound to satisfy... You would never ask. I mean, why anyone? Oh, I'm having a stellar day. And not just because I'm legally up. I can see all of the top quality merchandise. Spacer's Choice regrets that we don't sell toothpaste, Sprat Wash, mouthwash, and Mantafloss, or... Don't miss out on these deals. You'll find none like... Trouble sleeping? Try our Lunar Eclipse mix. The black... Have a look.
かわいい。
You should give our latest pro... Don't take mine. I got you too? Yeah. Same hat. How right you are. Looks really good on you. What a snug fit on your giant head.
You think he means it?
As a consumer-facing representative of space, wear it with pride.
Easy does it.
Now with 12% more crunch.
I'm not going anywhere, you hear? You can't keep me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene. I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Umfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jessie in the first place. Let me get one thing straight. Jessie and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors. Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
Something I can help you? If only my other patients had so many inquiring after. The records say Miss Doyle checked herself in and requested I admit no visitors. She's not my patient. I'm certain no one on my staff would falsify patient records, if that's what you're implying. Not without dispensation from Chief. We don't have the ability. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane. We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Anti-Cleos, but... Take care.
Good luck getting to Jessie, and better luck if you do. She's a real piece of work. Can't say I've seen you before. If you're here to better yourself, you'll have to wait. Sure is. You need a deft hand. Of course, there's not much cosmetic improvement going on at the... Did he now? The mouth on that man. He must be referring to Irion. I'm sure the fools... I'm beginning to wonder if I'm ever gonna get my...
I'd be grateful if you'd spare the time. We need his deliveries. Last he told me, he was taking a shortcut by Scylla, an asteroid in the Caribbean. You look out. Keep hanging around. What can I...
You're sure this is perfectly safe? I'd rather not die early of an infectious disease myself.
Me. Damned if I don't rue the day I saved her scrawny little hide. Alright, okay. Seems I've got to do something.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them a lot. I might have missed a payment or two, and the other night I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low. Udon Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me. Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Any word on Jesse? Good luck. The board's got an office on the promenade just before engineering. You can't miss it.
I was wondering what they do with their waste. I guess they just chuck it down here. Where's it all go? How about I stay up top? You know, keep watch, okay?
I have your backpack. Don't mess with us.
Good, we're in. Thank you, stranger. You have no idea how good the air on Groundbreaker smells until you've been trapped. Thanks again. What usually happens on this partial... Well, actually 2 things broke. First, the damn toilet... Time stood still. Ah, shit. That means I haven't clocked out in date. You're gonna shake me down after I... Fine. Here's every bit I've got. That enough for you? Or do you want my shit-covered clothes as well? I will. I will... Great work.
Captain, go!
How'd you get back there?
You know that sound? I got a full on. Ooh, someone is.
Come in, slap. Slap your whole family tonight.
I'm just gonna hang in the back and try not to touch anything.
Ah, yes. Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer? Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped? I impounded Alex's ship, not yours. Well, I guess it's yours now if you're captaining it. It's a game we play, he and I. I ask him to turn in Phineas Wells. He tells me he will soon. I impound his ship. He explains why he can't give me the info right now. I ask him to turn in Wells. Around and around we go. Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all? Well, Alex knew, or he said he did. And you have his ship. Maybe he kept some records around, or a conveniently placed note on his bedside table? That's... well... oh, I'm sorry. It's personal business, Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would... It's fine, really. Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself. Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. That's not unreasonable.
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but...
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and what guarantee do I have that she'll... I quite concur. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
Wish I could say it was good to see you, Ellie. At least you finally got your chance to square our debt. That ought to make you smile for once, huh?
Nothing makes me happier than being even. Except being right. That's nice, too.
Got word from Udom, from the hitman who trailed me the other night. Seems I'm indentured to the board now. I ain't too elated about going exclusive, but it's better than winding up dead. You sure saved my skin, stranger. All debts between me and Ellie are cleared.
The good news came through the wireless. Looks like you paid my debt to Jesse. I guess that means I owe you now, right? Tell you what, I'm a little short on bits at the moment, but I'm a decent... If you're looking for a medic, I can... If I'm being honest, and I prefer not to, I was about ready to pick up another contract anyway, and you settled this in a pretty tight... But we can say I'm repaying... You won't be sorry. Though it looks like you've got a full roster.
Dr. Fenhill, glad you opted to join us.
Something on your mind? I'm a surgeon by trade. Not much else to know, Captain. I like long walks on the promenade and the smell of space. It's a mix of whatever you've got on hand. Usually 0G brew with some Spectrum vodka if you're lucky. I'll make you one sometime. Well, my blood type is AB positive. I'm a Leo, and I despise Space Hospital. That... Oh, come on. Look, the thing I've learned about living in close quarters is that you've got to get... I'm all for making a few bits together and having fun doing it. There's a lot of business that goes through the Groundbreaker. I've done all types of work with all kinds of crews. If there's one... Glad to hear... Nope.
CNP board work. It's not the worst. I let... It's worst.
Following that series? The Hunt for the Wimbrel?
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt the regular...
Hotter than usual in here. Hope we're not catching Junlei on a bad day.
Remember, I could spend all day in here and not have looked at half the best stuff. It's all pretty warm.
Junlei Tennyson. I'm captain around here, but chief to my friends. Hope you don't mind the formal introduction. Groundbreaker doesn't see many visitors. No, it isn't. It's a mess. But it's my mess, so I'll take the compliment. Just so we understand each other, I'm the final word on the ship. The Mardits... Good. Don't go making trouble, and chances are you won't find any. That's how I like it here. So what brings you to Groundbreaker? I'm curious, even though 9 times out of 10 the answer's just passing through. Interesting. The powers that be paint an ugly picture of Monarch. We see a lot of the same faces coming and going. Most of them board spies and corporate sprats. Dr. Fenhill, I hope you've reconsidered my offer to stay on full-time. My crew are never...
I'm trying to live a more balanced life. Gun in one hand, scalpel in the other.
I already knew it'd be easier to teach an automech heart surgery than to change your mind.
Groundbreaker's a small town in a big ship, and anyone who spends any time here gets to know Junlei.
We don't see a lot of competent surgeons on Groundbreaker. Dr. Fenhill is my on-again, off-again free.
I don't like to put a label on things.
If you ever decide to settle down...
What? I didn't think you just...
Parvati, is it? That's a lovely name. What can I do for you?
I was just thinking, I haven't got much experience working with actual, real spaceships, Miss Junlei. Chief Junlei.
Junlei is fine.
Okay. Since you run a whole space station, I was wondering if... Well, maybe you could teach me some things. I could message you later, maybe?
I'd be happy to make the time, Parvati. You can ask me anything.
Right. In person. Sure thing, Captain. Wow, great. I'll do that then. Messages. Later. Oh, your name's pretty too. I should have said... Sorry. I like it. Honest. Sorry. Couldn't have done it without your moral support, Captain.
Now, if there's nothing else, there are other parts of the ship begging for my attention. Groundbreaker's radiators need Only the board has access to new parts. None. Every time I give in to the board, Groundbreaker loses it. The board isn't helping, and my resources are spread thin. Reasonable, huh? According to my grandmother's old schematics, the parts we need should be in the back bays. Then you know it's a den of criminals and Good. Sorry about the heat. Here, drink up. You're right, I don't. The board is after two things, bits and power. I like to think of myself as a nice person. The board I placate them when I have something to offer, but I can also be a real hard ass. It'd be too much of Groundbreaker's I do, according to my The back bays are on a lower... You must not have been here long. In Halcyon, new parts... That means I'd have to negotiate. Damn right. And while
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Tossball finals are scheduled to air soon, but a scandal has rocked the league and thrown this pivotal game into question.
Where the hell have you been, Private? You've missed 3 shifts without...
I was fixing that toilet you sent me to repair. The one above the Lost Hope?
Referees are debating how and if this be... Welcome back. Do wipe the blood and space dust from your feet in the entry bay. Thank you.
Hey, Captain. Can I get your temperature on something real quick? So, Junlei and I have been talking some. She sent me a poem. One she wrote her own. I don't know if I should read into it. Because poems are all symbolic and such, right? It's not so good. But real sweet. Oh, law. It's about this engine that's been shaking itself apart. Then this lady mechanic comes by, and I don't want to get too hopeful, but I'm wondering if maybe she's the engine and I'm the lady. I don't know where it's leading yet, or I'm not much interested in physical stuff. Never have been. Leastway's not like other folks seem to be. It's not that I can't, I just don't care for it. It's been a problem in the past. The folk who wanted to be with me back in the Vale, they said I was cold. Thanks, Captain. That makes me feel a touch better. I actually had another message from Junlei. I just couldn't work up the courage to open. Let's see here. Talking about old friends, got to thinking. They were close, Captain. Like, I don't know. Junlei talked about them like it was past, but how far in the past? 10 years? Last week? Captain, I'm feeling all mixed up right now. Could we maybe head to the Groundbreaker? Get some drinks at that bar there? The Lost Hope? Thanks, Captain. I'll be ready.
Something on your mind?
Fancy running into you again. Gotta hand it to you, boss.
Yes,
Just give me a shot. That's all I'm asking. You're serious. You're giving me a... I put together a little speech, just in case you ask. Hey there. I'm Felix Millstone. I have prepared... Firstly, I am highly personable, and I get a... secondly, I can be counted on in the event... That motto is a... Additionally, I have several years of experience as a box hauler. In conclusion...
I thought that was...
Thanks for the vote of confidence. What do you think? Sure, an interview. Mock apple pie and a trip... Wow. Thanks, Bob. I'll just gather my personals and meet you on board.
You gotta...
You see we had a conveyor pull in?
Your punch right here.
So, how's this work? Do we get a table? Stand in a corner?
Regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. Do you have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the danger?
Okay, so... Oh, and don't worry on the price. Oh, no, that's on account... I've just been lying awake. Oh, wow. You remembered. Bottom...
Good choice for getting sloshed.
Wow, this is really kind of nice, actually. Who'd have guessed old fruit could taste so good? Oh, Captain. I'm pining for June like something fierce. What am I doing? I mean, just... I don't know what to... Well, she talked about another girl, right? Isabel. Mentioned her by name and everything, like she wanted me to know. Maybe I've been making a right fool of myself this whole time. Maybe she's not interested after all.
Exactly. Takes a lot of trust to hand over that kind of blackmail material.
I don't know, I'd call it, sensual. That's a lot. It did. Oh dear, I hadn't really... Oh my goodness. And I told you?
Let's read it right now, just to be sure.
It was real long and rambly. She was telling me a story about her dad, how a lady named Isabel did all sorts of things to try to win his favor. This Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dad's approval, but they carried on anyways. Then it all went down the tubes. Do you think Junlei still has feelings for her? I just got a lot of feelings, Captain, and they're all climbing up my throat. I need another drink. Right now. Before I lose my nerve. Come on, Captain. I'm here to drink. Okay, maybe you're right. I am a little woozy. Hydration, here I come.
Aw, this was just about to get fun.
Shush you. Oh, Captain, I want... Everything? I got a solar system's worth of terrifying questions swirling around my head. Does she think I'm as pretty as I think she's handsome? What if she doesn't like me? What if she's still got feelings for that lady, Isabel? What if we get together and she gets bored of me? Well, I never done this before. Never really tried to pursue someone. I'm all flailing limbs and yelling like a little one thrown in the sea who don't know how to swim. You know I'm not interested in physical affection. Well, it's tripped folks up in the past. Folks I thought cared about me for me. What if she's not okay with that? What if she is, but then later, she's not? Of course. Wouldn't you be? Huh. I'd never thought... She seems perfect to me. Maybe those are just my rosish colored goggles talking. To be strong like her. Gosh, I don't know that I got that in me. Sometimes I feel real mean inside, Captain. I think ungenerous thoughts. I suppose so, but... Well, Captain, this has been... Oh gosh, I don't know, Captain. Do you think I should... Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna ask June out. Thanks for hearing me out and giving me counsel. And, well, for being a friend. It means a whole lot. You're good people, Captain.
This was fun.
Huh. All right. Come on. Oh, my stomach.
Something on your...
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy. Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy.
Neighbor from above.
That's right, sir. Just the parts. We'll be in and out in a jiff. You won't even know we were here.
Tennyson just keeps feeding the furnace, don't she? We're still playing with her last sacrifice out back, with the crew. You don't just ask a king for a favor when you're... Under its skin, This ship is all poison and darkness. You've got the run of the kingdom. Up those stairs.
Bullshit. Wake up. There's no such thing as pizza. It's all open-faced pasta.
You've been getting into the boss's special stash again, haven't you?
Jule's gonna be pleased as pie when we show her these. Got it. Heads down.
Does everyone get branded when they join McRed's crew?
Nope.
I guess I'm honored. We've got another complaint. People don't like worms or shrooms.
Aw, they're just killing the soil. They're my friends.
Find a new fight. This worm fixation is screwing with the bond of mine.
Neighbor from above. They rejected it again, didn't they?
Rizzos wouldn't know innovation if it bit him on their backsides.
Kind of you to say, engine gal. You can come and go in my little kingdom.
You've returned, and in one piece. Good work. I'll take those. I need you to head through the large door at the far end of engineering. Take the elevator down into the machinery shaft. There's a terminal in the back. Activate it when I call over the ship.
Don't worry, Miss Junlei. We'll be super...
I'm genuinely hard...
back to the machinery shaft area. Keep clear of the radius. You don't need to know the mandatory, but I'd be my I got this thing.
Make him regret it. Like true professionals.
Good news? Song tells me the security mechanicals booted. That they killed a bunch of men. Bad news. Diagnostic says their circuit boards are fused from the heat, so they're not too picky about who they kill next. Shoot fast if you can. Shoot back if you need to. I can always...
That's the last of them!
Unable to hit.
Last of them.
That's the terminal. I have the parts in position on my side. Go ahead and cycle the droplet pumps. And if you don't know what that means, just look for a command that says cycle droplet pumps. Done. The temperatures are dropping. Stop by once you found your way out of there. Groundbreaker owes you thanks.
Suppose it's time to reevaluate my career goals.
This is Halcyon News. We interrupt your regular...
My boards are returning to green. What a weight that is off my shoulders. I don't normally tolerate outsiders mucking about in my station's guts, but you're all right. The temperature should be dropping as we speak. I'll see to it the crew knows who kept us all from boiling alive. If you've got time, I believe Edna has a comms issue that could use your attention. I've also authorized Doc and Furu to sell you our premium meds. Frustrating.
Oh, gosh.
Don't sell yourself short. It doesn't take a seasoned pro to tinker up. We're always thirsting for help. Sure is.
They must have been amazing.
That means a lot. It was different knowing that I couldn't turn to anyone who could. Maybe you can see why I'm protective of Groundbreaker. Smell.
You aiming to send a message? And no, Ellie, that offer does not extend to you.
Hey, that's a real...
Damn it, Ellie, I don't have time. Anyway, like I was saying... Me? No. But our relaying capabilities? We're going offline in 3... Our primary relay station's soon to be occluded by a gas giant. Happens every... The event's forecasted to last for months.
That'll put the whole system...
We've got backup auxiliary relays, but the one currently in orbital range went offline. Yeah, I'm working on it. But allocating the personnel loss for sending a technical team to the relay station keeps... I should say no, but why not? Maybe you can figure out why it's offline.
Hope you don't mind if I borrow that manual when you're done with it, Captain.
Oh, and I'll need you to retrieve a copy of the relay's backup data. I gotta forward... The relay stations orbit the edge of the Halcyon system. I'm sure the station's got a stack of junk. It's not like they're in high demand. Most tend to be adverse.
Sublight. The legitimate smuggling business.
You reckon we can shop here, or is it all spoke for?
Stay off our trails.
Welcome to Sublight Salvage and Shipping. You the one flying the Miss Lily has been... Hey, Doc Fenhill. Glad to see you.
Hey, Tobias.
Good as you left it. Took some extra lead while I was on. The other guy thought his ship was perfectly operational.
Workplace...
Sure am. A few years back, they got me started on simple acquisition. These days, I stick to HQ and...
So you're the new captain in town. I was hoping you'd make your way to my office. Saves me the work of hunting you down. Lilia Hagen, CEO and Executive Director of Aggressive Operations. I'm guessing you already know about Sublight, otherwise you wouldn't have come. Charmed. It's nice to see the Unreliable again. Useful ship. Hawthorne was my contractor. I'd recognize that leaky boat of his anywhere. I didn't ask. I have a salvage job for someone light on corp...
Wouldn't be much fun without one.
If you have a nav key to Stellar Bay, the job's yours. Interested? I like that initiative, but ease back on the throttle. Gladys at the Rest and Go might have what you need. If there's anything else, be quick. These days, the scrap business... Our field is persuasive acquisitions. Not all... Your work. Very. I have this thing about numbers in... I like to think of myself as the last honest businesswoman. Hey, careful with the C word around here. Sublight. Be seeing you. Captain, if you're looking for crew members Ellie or Felix, they're sharing a drink upstairs.
Hey, Captain. I hope I wasn't too much bother at the bar. I did have fun, and I've tried some things I never would have otherwise. Some of the drinks we tried I even liked. I guess it's not all disgusting. And I don't feel it today. I guess that water must have worked. I'm glad I had you looking out for me. I messaged Junlei when we got back, and she replied super quick. Okay. I was awake half the night, thinking about what I sent, anxious to see what you said. I reread my message in the morning, and it was unclear. I was drinking when I sent it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the... I've ruined things in the past because I didn't say things I should have, like, I've met someone who's become special to me. I want to be honest with her, so if she feels... Isn't she sweet? Like one of those two-bit romances where one soul's all stiff and formal and... I should be glad to perhaps take hold of your hand, miss. I ought to go write her back. I mean, I already did. I could probably...
So then I says, fine, I'll pay you back for all of it.
Good to see you, boss. Didn't I tell you? I'm secretly the chair. Honestly, before you picked me up, I was living in the back bays. Spent my whole life up there, watching ships roll in and take off. I always wondered when my ship would come. I was what folks on the Groundbreaker call a stowaway. Means I was invisible. Life carried on for everybody else, but not for me. I had to make my own way. Stowaways ain't free. We were just as trapped as anybody else. We didn't belong in the system, but we still had to live in it. We still had to play by the board's rules. Imagine spending your whole life looking out at the stars. Hauling boxes was about the only work I could find. Hated... Could be I was overreacting. A better man might have turned the other cheek. But on the other hand, broadsiding the jack... Oh, I can do civilized. I caught a real lucky break. Yeah. Thanks for listening.
C&P Boston Baked Beans. When you need to eat one.
It's almost time for today's episode. Those have been the height of illegality since Stellar Bay turned their noses up at the board. You and I could be thrown to the void just for discussing such a transaction. Lucky for us, Groundbreaker's a free port. We're outside of the board's control. For the time being, at least. Now, I only have the one nav key. And they're hard to come by these days. It won't be cheap. If you find yourself lacking in the bits, I might have an opportunity you'd be interested in. Well, I find I'm in need of a ship captain with a little moral flexibility. Might be the... Do you know Edna, over in engineering? Sweet as a pea, that one. On occasion, she'll pass along transmissions I might find interesting. She sent me a recording of a distress signal she'd scraped from the Groundbreaker's comm array. Curious thing is, it came from an outpost called Roseway. And Auntie Cleo abandoned that place years ago. Can't say I know for sure.
Wonder what kind of... Comm centers don't operate themselves, Captain.
Those corps are cleverer than all get out. You've got an ear for intrigue and a nose for bits. I like that. Here's a copy. If you should find a secret worth selling, might be I could find a buyer. The more we got the corp... Don't forget to come find old Gladys when you're done.
Whoa!
Oh, I did not expect you back so soon, Captain. Welcome back, Captain. How... Yes, Captain.
There's viscera and death everywhere. Gunfire, gnashing teeth. What? No! No, no, no!
Captain, we are now capable of accessing the Also, corporate protocol requires that... Forgive me, Captain. Was there a... No, I am sure I cannot feel emotion. It was my fault. I should have predicted the statistical unlikeliness of success of my captain's actions. He asked me. Captain Hawthorne attached 98.4% of the ship's processing. I have been programmed to deftly. Alex also taught me the concept of a personality. He was quite delighted when I crafted one in order. The information in my memory banks says I am an autonomous digital aspect. I have not yet decided if I asked once. Alex did not.